Hello and welcome to the Client Success Series. I'm Jason Valentine, the qualifying broker at Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. And whether you're buying your first house or you're selling one that you've owned for years, there's one thing I've learned after helping hundreds of my clients through the real estate transaction. Information creates confidence. The more you understand what's happening, why it's happening, and what comes next, the less stressful this process becomes. That's exactly why I created this series. Over the next several weeks, I'll walk you through each major milestone of your transaction so you always know what to expect. Each episode is designed to remove one piece of uncertainty and help you move toward a successful closing with confidence. So congratulations, you're officially under contract. Now, let's talk about what being under contract really means. Today's play is understanding what being under contract really means. For many people, they think getting an accepted offer is the finish line, and the truth is, it's really just the starting line. From this point forward, there are a series of important deadlines, inspections, approvals, and communications that all need to happen on time. Think of your transaction like building a house. The accepted contract is the foundation, and everything else is built from there. One of the biggest reasons people become stressed during a real estate transaction isn't because something has gone wrong, it's because they simply don't know what's supposed to happen next. And that's completely normal. Buying or selling a home isn't something people do every day. My job is to guide you through the process so you never feel like you're navigating it alone. So now that we're under contract, several things begin almost immediately. First, we'll review the important dates contained in your purchase agreement. Every contract has deadlines: inspection deadlines, financing deadlines, appraisal deadlines, title commitment deadlines, and of course, closing deadlines. One of my most important responsibilities is to help make sure that we stay on track and nothing is missed. You'll also be hearing from several professionals involved in this transaction, and depending on your situation, that may include your lender, the title company, inspectors, appraisers, insurance agents, and of course, me and my team at Coldwell Banker. Although several people are working behind the scenes, remember this: me and Rochelle are still your primary contact. If you ever aren't sure who to call me or call Rochelle at the front office. If I don't answer immediately, we'll get back with you within 24 hours and get you the answer you're looking for. One thing you'll probably notice throughout this process is that there can be periods where everything seems to happen at once, and then periods where you feel like nothing's happening at all. Both are completely normal. Behind the scenes, lenders are reviewing documents, title companies are researching ownership records, inspectors are preparing reports, appraisers are getting the appointments scheduled, and many of these things happen simultaneously. Even when it feels quiet, your transaction is still moving forward. One of my commitments is to keep you informed throughout the process. And if something changes, you're going to hear from me and Rochelle, who are processing your transaction. If something needs your attention, me and Rochelle are going to be reaching out to you. And of course, if everything is progressing normally, you're still going to hear from us a couple of times a week. Communication shouldn't just stop just because there's not a problem. So here's today's coach's tip. One of the biggest mistakes I see buyers making after getting under contract is making major financial changes prior to closing. Avoid going to buy that vehicle or opening new credit accounts. Avoid changing jobs if possible, and avoid making large purchases in general. Even if something seems small, it could affect your loan approval. And if you've ever considered a financial decision before closing, well, call us first and let's get your lender involved and be sure it's not going to affect you. It's a quick conversation that can potentially save your transaction. For sellers, this is also a time to begin thinking about your move. You don't necessarily need to be ready and have everything packed today, but having a plan early makes the final weeks a lot less stressful. So what I'm going to be doing at this next phase is preparing for the next steps. And so here's what I'm going to be doing: coordinating with your lender, working with the title company, monitoring contract deadlines, scheduling inspections, and communicating with the other agents if they're involved. We're going to help try to solve problems before they become larger issues. And my goal is simply to get you to closing as quickly and with as little stress as possible. It makes the journey as smooth and predictable as possible so you know what to expect. In our next episode of the Client Success Series, we're going to talk about earnest money. Many people think it's simply a deposit. In reality, it plays a very important role in protecting both buyers and sellers throughout the transaction. I'll explain how it works, where it goes, and answer many of the common questions that I get from clients on a daily basis. So I want to thank you for watching episode 1 of the Client Success Series. If you have questions about this video, don't guess, shoot us a call or give us an email, and I'd much rather spend a few minutes answering your questions than spend 5 hours working on something that scaring you on something that is completely normal. So thank you again for putting your trust in me and in this brokerage, and I look forward to helping you successfully navigate the rest of your real estate journey. I'll see you in the next episode of the Client Success Series.